now about to take you to a place you ain't never been and you'll probably never be. Minnesota, baby. The place of the OGs, the big G's, and where the niggas get G's, smoke trees, put hoes on their knees. Yeah. Northside niggas, where you at, niggas? Yeah. St. Paul niggas, where you at, nigga? Throw your M in the air. Represent, let the whole world know, nigga. Land of the snow ain't to be fucked with. Minnesota, baby. I'm surrounded by shifty individuals, most of them hardened criminals that's been in jail before and don't mind going back. Some of them two-time felons still carrying straps. Grew up in the dope game, still selling that crack like it's still all good. The same house, same hood. Wouldn't lead a life alone if they could, cause if they could lead a life alone, they wouldn't know how to act. Get scared of change, then they'll come right back. So it's the same thing over and over. From drinking and smoking doja to whipping dope and baking soda together just to get over. In the streets of the soda, a soldier's gotta be seasoned and know how to adjust when the game starts freezing and these bitches start sneezing information. Cause hey, it's not a fair game, so name dropping's contagious and this hating shit is getting outrageous. Every day it's another hater with something to say, but bitch save it. I'm talking about this place I know. This place I know. Where niggas hustle. Where niggas hustle. Hell rain, sleep, snow. Hell rain, sleep, snow. From coast to coast. From coast to coast. Minnesota. Minnesota. That's home sweet home. I'm from a city where you can watch everything sitting on your front porch with gang banging and gunslang is the neighborhood sport. Niggas rapping about Jack and doing exactly that. So keep your business on the low and don't be fronting your sack. Niggas with clout in the town don't even ride on D's. Get caught slipping, become a victim of them greedy thieves. And the minutes niggas live their life on the edge. Cause everyone affiliated is on the run from the fed. Northside niggas will put a hole in your head. Southside the same thing as St. Paul. They slang things mostly out for the bread. Fuck with the money and then fill you with lead. From murder town to St. Paul. Them real slugs, they ain't shooting no paintballs. The real thugs don't let Prince take your way of thinking. Sleeping there, find you stinking in the hallway of the mall of America. I'm telling you, the cities that I'm repping is filled with the mass hysteria. I'm talking about this place I know. This place I know. Where niggas hustle. Where niggas hustle. Hell rain, sleep, snow. Hell rain, sleep, snow. From coast to coast. From coast to coast. Minnesota. Minnesota. That's home sweet home. The only place for me. Minnesota. The land of the lakes. The land of the snow. The land of the snakes. The land of the flow. In case you didn't know, it's the land of the dough. The place where all the hustlers go to get a little more. In fact, it's the land of the stackers. Land of the gangbangers. Land of the jackers. 30% black folks. The land of the crackers. Land of the gangsters, gamblers, and body baggers. Skyline with tall buildings. Sidewalk line with killers. Street level drug dealers. Thugs worth $500,000. The place where Machine Gun Kelly went to war with the cops. So come with respect or you will get got, nigga. I'm talking about this place I know. This place I know. Where niggas hustle. Where niggas hustle. Hell rain, sleep, snow. Hell rain, sleep, snow. From coast to coast. From coast to coast. Minnesota. Minnesota. That's home sweet home. The only place for me. I'm talking about this place I know. This place I know. Where niggas hustle. Where niggas hustle. Hell rain, sleep, snow. Hell rain, sleep, snow. From coast to coast. From coast to coast. Minnesota. Minnesota. That's home sweet home. Yeah. They gon' bang this one on Plymouth Avenue, baby. Broadway, you know what I'm saying? Fremont. All my niggas on University Avenue in St. Paul. You know what I'm saying? And the surrounding suburbs. Brooklyn Park, baby. Minnesota in this motherfucker. From now on and forever, baby. Ain't no stopping us. Minister Reek is on top of it, baby. Biatch.
A military mind, nigga. A military.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now about to take you to a place you ain't never been and you'll probably never be. Minnesota, baby. The place of the OGs, the big G's, and where them niggas get G's, smoke trees, put hoes on their knees. Yeah. Northside niggas, where you at, niggas? Yeah. St. Paul niggas, where you at, nigga? Throw your M in the air. Represent, let the whole world know, nigga. Minnesota, baby. I'm surrounded by shiesty individuals, most of them hardened criminals that's been in jail before and don't mind going back. Some of them two-time felons still carrying straps. Grew up in the dope game, still selling that crack like it's still all good. The same house, same hood. Wouldn't lead a life alone if they could, cause if they could lead a life alone, they wouldn't know how to act. Get scared of change, then they'll come right back. So it's the same thing over and over. From drinking and smoking Doja to whipping dope and baking soda together just to get over. In the streets of the soda, a soldier's gotta be seasoned and know how to adjust when the game starts freezing. And these things start sneezing information, cause hey, it's not a fair game, so name dropping's contagious. And this hating shit is getting outrageous. Every day it's another hater with something to say, but bitch, save it. I'm talking about this place I know. Place I know. Where niggas hustle. Where niggas hustle. Hell rain, sleep, hell rain, sleep, y'all. From coast to coast. From coast to coast. Minnesota. Minnesota. That's home sweet home. I'm from a city where you can watch everything. Sitting on your front porch with gangbanging and gunslang is the neighborhood sport. Niggas rapping about Jack and doing exactly that. So keep your business on the low and don't be fronting your sack. Niggas with clout in the town don't even ride on D's. Get caught slipping, become a victim of them greedy thieves. And the minutes niggas live their life on the edge, cause everyone affiliated is on the run from the feds. Northside niggas will put a hole in your head. Southside the same thing, the same part, they slang things, mostly out for the bread. Fuck with the money and then fill you with lead. From murder town to St. Paul, them real slugs, they ain't shooting no paintballs. The real thugs don't let Prince take your way of thinking. Sleeping there, find you stinking in the hallway of the mall of America. I'm telling you, the cities that I'm repping is filled with the mass hysteria. I'm talking about this place I know. Place I know. Where niggas hustle. Where niggas hustle. Hell rain, sleep, hell rain, sleep, y'all. From coast to coast. From coast to coast. Minnesota. Minnesota. That's home sweet home. The only place for me. Minnesota. The land of the lakes. The land of the snow. The land of the snakes. The land of the flow. In case you didn't know, it's the land of the dough. The place where all the hustlers go to get a little more. In fact, it's the land of the stackers. Land of the gangbangers. Land of the jackers. 30% black folks. The land of the crackers. Land of the gangsters, gamblers, and body baggers. Skyline with tall buildings. Sidewalk line with killers. Street level drug dealers. Thugs worth $500,000. The place where Machine Gun Kelly went to war with the cops. So come with respect or you will get got, nigga. I'm talking about this place I know. Place I know. Where niggas hustle. Where niggas hustle. Hell rain, sleep, hell rain, sleep, y'all. From coast to coast. From coast to coast. Minnesota. Minnesota. That's home sweet home. The only place for me. I'm talking about this place I know. Place I know. Where niggas hustle. Where niggas hustle. Hell rain, sleep, hell rain, sleep, y'all. From coast to coast. From coast to coast. Minnesota. Minnesota. That's home sweet home. Yeah, yeah. They gon' bang this one on Plymouth Avenue, baby. Broadway, you know what I'm saying? Fremont. All my niggas on University Avenue in St. Paul. You know what I'm saying? And the surrounding suburbs. Brooklyn Park, baby. Minnesota in this motherfucker. From now on and forever, baby. Ain't no stopping us. Minister Regan is on top of it, baby. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Deja.
Please say they love you.
They don't love you like I do. They don't love you like I do. Like I do. They say
They love you. They don't love you like I do. They don't love you like I do. Like I do.
Loving, yeah. We took it hard. Never forget that moment I was in the car. Wendy called me and her voice told it all. I dropped the phone and screamed, it broke my heart. Now I'm rolling blunt after blunt. taking shots, getting drunk. No eye contact with your son. Tears in my eyes every time I see your mom. I can't just take the pain. Without you here, my life will never be the same. Deja, I'm losing weight. Never thought that you would leave me. Never thought missing you would change me deeply. God save me, I need super healing. Losing you was never gonna be easy. Chanel Deja loved you from start. Richie, your big sister, always loved you from the heart. No, you know it's the same. When we watch you playing games, she be screaming your name. Vicky, you know you her baby. She always knew you was thing, and them boys would go crazy. Delete you know she loved you. Never put nothing above you because she was for you. 11-11 the day. 11-11, oh God, she was born on that day. 11-11, things change. 11-11, you hurt us in so many ways, yeah. Oh no, no. They don't love you like I do. They don't love you like I do. Oh no, no. Yeah. They say they love you. They don't love you like I do. They don't love you like I do. Come home, yeah. They say they love you. They don't love you like I do. They don't love you like I do. Deja, Deja. 11-11.
Happy birthday to me.
Hey, just give me a reason to love up on you. I'm gon' leave your body fiending. Fulfill your fantasies, make you feel like you dreaming. Let's make a movie, it's just us, that's all we needin'. To dive up in your ocean, just give me a reason to love up on you. I'm gon' leave your body fiending. Fulfill your fantasies, make you feel like you dreaming. Let's make a movie, it's just us, that's all we need.
That's all we need, baby.
Just give me a reason.
To get you right, gon' be all night, let me do the pleasing. Won't waste your time, but we got time, but she'll be teasing. Ain't in the cuffin' shit, cause motion's like the seasons. But for you, might blow a bag, ain't for no reason. Yeah, pick you up in the latest coupe. Like I got everything you needed, what you tryna do? She say all kinda cute, but that's just how I do. Tryna drown in the water like a fountain do. Might hit you from the front back to your side again. Round after round, let me get you high again. And come with more than sex, you might just find a friend. If this ain't on repeat, it's then rewind it again. Tryna bump a grind to some old school Kels. Gave me a reason to cut, but I don't fuck with 12. Get flowers when I see you, gifts up in the mail.
All you gotta do is let me know or just give me a reason to love up on you. I'm gon' leave your body fiending. Fulfill your fantasies, make you feel like you dreaming.
Like I'm
Let's make a
dreaming.
movie, it's just us, that's all we need.
That's all we need,
To dive up in your ocean, just give me a reason to love up on you. I'm gon' leave your body fiending. Fulfill your fantasies, make you feel like you dreaming. Let's make a movie, it's just us, that's all we need.
That's all we need,
To dive up in your ocean, just give me a reason.
I walk
One,
get
two.
compete, I'm all you needin'. Ain't nobody take your place, you who I'm pleasing. Told him play next to the old school Kels. Gave him a reason to cut, but he don't fuck with 12. He just hit my line, told him pick me up at 12. All you gotta do is let me know it, just give me a reason.
To love up on you, I'm gonna leave your body feeling.
My body's feeling
Make you feel like you dreaming.
like I'm dreaming. That's all we needed, baby.
Y'all can hear me, let me know y'all can hear me.
That's all we needed, baby. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm all you needin'.
That was Cheyenne Janae, and YCG Music. You dig? Hey, man, one of the livest people from Minnesota doing their thing, man. You know what I'm saying? I really rock with them folks, man. You know what I'm saying? That's family for me. So you always gonna see them right here on the Rap Hustle, man. But look, if you're an independent artist from the Minnesota area, man, and you got music videos and music that you want to be played, man, we're gonna be doing interviews and all types of shit. We up all night, man. Come fuck with me, boy. It's your boy Rico the Plug, theRapHustle.com. This is Minnesota, home sweet home, baby. Yeah, we ought to promote everybody coming out of Minnesota on the RapHustle.com, man. So, man, y'all make sure y'all stay plugged in. More importantly, sign up for the RapHustle.com. Create your hustle's profile page because we need to hustle together, and that's what I came here to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Give you a little insight on me, man. I'm Rico the Plug, man. I was born in Illinois, but I was raised on the north side of Minneapolis. You know what I'm saying? I've been around the world, and everywhere I went, I represent Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what raised me. So I'm proud to be from Minnesota, and I think that we need to restore our pride in ourselves and understand that we do have a say in this hip-hop game. You know, we done heard the East Coast, we done heard the West Coast, the South, they had it in they ball for a while. It's our turn now. And the only way we gonna do that is together because they overlooking us up here, man. They think ain't nothing but farms and shit in Minnesota, baby. You did. Trust me. That's why I spelt it the way I spelt it. First of all, to pay homage to where I come from. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Menace Click, the Menace OGs. Y'all know who y'all are. You know what I'm saying? Minnesota was some shit that started back in the 90s, man. You know what I'm saying? We represent the streets of Minnesota on the hip hop shit. You know, I was a big part of it, man. You know what I'm saying? A big part of a lot of things that go on around here in Minnesota when it comes to music. And even though I left in 2003 and returned in 2021, I left in 2002. I came back in 2022. So 20 years to be exact, man. So no matter where I went, I represent Minnesota to the fullest. Just dropped this song that I did in 2003 when I was in Atlanta, letting them know, getting them familiar with where I was from. You know, okay, they had at the time, you had a lot of music that they was doing with like they called it snap music and all that crunk. And I had to go there and represent where I came from. I didn't come from the crunk. I didn't come from snap music. I came from Minnesota. So I created a song called Minnesota Home Sweet Home, just to get them familiar with what we got going on in Minnesota, man. A lot of people loved it. The song gets produced by a well-known producer in the music scene, the White Scrap Reynolds, a.k.a. Icy Green from Flint, Michigan. You know what I'm saying? I mainly made the song just to kind of get people, really to build my relationships with people and really get people familiar with where I was from, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I understood that I was a fish out of water. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of stood out. You know, people looked at me crazy because, you know, from Minnesota, man, you know, if you're a hustler from Minnesota, let me change that. If you're a hustler from Minnesota, because everybody ain't the same. A lot of people like to stick in their small circles. But me as a hustler from Minnesota, my thing was to, you know what I'm saying? my thing was to get out here and just motivate, move around, and get familiar with a lot of people, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things that was going on in the streets, you know what I'm saying, and out the streets, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course, I'm from the streets of Minnesota, so I used to do the things that the street cats used to do, but I also used to go to webinars and seminars and things like that. I tried and dabbled in a lot of different things outside of the streets. See, that's one thing that's unique to Minnesota because even though we are a lot of hustlers, you know what I'm saying? One thing I noticed growing up was that we did have entrepreneurial spirits, you know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, when I was out in the game, I really got the music. I mean, in the street game, you know what I'm saying? Speaking on the dope game, it's been past, you know what I'm saying? Shit, it's been probably almost 20, 25 years since I took dope, so I could talk about it. But when I was in the dope game, I wasn't in the dope game to become the CEO of the dope game. I was in the dope game to fuel and to fund my music dreams. You know what I'm saying? So being from Minnesota, like entrepreneurism was kind of different. You know, being from the streets of Minnesota was like, okay, since we had great schooling here, I was able to really, you know what I'm saying, utilize my book skills and my street skills to make it outside of Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a lot of pride in being from Minnesota, the years that I spent in Atlanta in different places, because I come to realize just how important education is and how we were afforded the rights to a good education system. I mean, being that fortunately we was in a state where there's predominantly a white culture, you know, they're going to get their schools the best of the best. And I'm not saying that we had the best of the best in our schools, even though we're from the area, but considering the situations that I've seen in other cities, when it came to schooling, you know, I got kids. I got a son that's 21 in Georgia. You know, he grew up in Georgia, going to high school, to elementary, and me dealing with them and realizing, like, y'all schooling system is really ain't teaching y'all nothing. And especially this was around the time after they came up with that No Child Left Behind rule. So I didn't understand how they was teaching in the schools, because my son would come home with schoolwork and he would be confused as to how to do it. And I'd be like, they didn't explain it to you. Like, yeah, they kind of did, but they didn't really, you know what I'm saying? They pretty much gave it to us. And, you know, at this time, it's like the kids are using computers to go to school. So I'm kind of unfamiliar with how they're using computers for schooling, but I do know how to use computers. So shit, I really just, you know, sat down and doing homework with my sons and watching them go through the school. I was like, okay, our school was a little bit different. I was asking questions like the electives that they had in school. Like, they didn't really have many electives in school. And I don't know if it's a sign of the times or if it was just being in the South, you know, coming from the North, because, you know, we had a lot of electives in school, you know, home economics, music, shop, you know, et cetera, man, you know what I'm saying? But I would think that fast forward this time when my sons is going through school, that they should have at least some kind of, you know what I'm saying, electives, but they wasn't really having too much electives. They had like a basic education course that wasn't really teaching the kids anything. So you really have to rely on your own education skills in the South in order to teach your kids something, because they ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? In Minnesota, they gonna definitely do it. And you know what I'm saying? By default, we in the Black community get a great education just because we are in a state that funds education. You know, they funded educational programs. You know, I come back and I understand the difference now between a Republican state, a Democratic state, the schooling and the situations and the mind frames of the people. You know, I can honestly say, being in the South opened my eyes to what the slave mentality looked like. You know what I'm saying? And one thing, I don't want to offend anybody, because so I'm not gonna say that that's what it is. But being from up north, I do understand that shit. we got a different mentality from what the mentality was down south. So, example, the jobs don't pay much down there. You can get fired for anything. They could not like your shirt and they'll fire you. You know what I'm saying? But here in Minnesota at the time, like, I don't know what it's like now because I've been gone 20 years. But before I left, I knew at the time it was a right to work state. So with the unions and stuff that was in play, it was hard for them to get rid of you at a job here. You know what I'm saying? But in the South, it was not. You don't have a right to work, so they can hire you today, fire you tomorrow if they want to without any excuse. At least with the unions, we did have like a hedge of protection on our job situations up here, you know. And it's funny because knowing all this that I know now and understanding how we took advantage of this, being from Minnesota, just like how we just ride around here all day. Like, and I'm talking about, when I say we, I'm talking about the cats in the streets, you know what I'm saying? The cats that's out here doing what they got to do to survive, or what they think they got to do to survive, because I know something different now, but we took advantage of we took for granted the fact that we have a lot of job opportunities and stuff out here. You know, I didn't understand that until I moved out south, and it's like, bro, it ain't easy finding a job in the South, bro. It's a million people with job applications in that's ready to take your place, and it's a cutthroat environment because cats will smile in your face and talk behind your back and get you fired so they can get their cousin or something in the job. That's how it is down there. But here, I remember growing up, first of all, I was, I used to come from the Sumner's Olsen projects, man. If you don't know where that is, man, right now they got some beautiful, like, apartment complexes over there. But that wasn't that when I grew up. That was brick house apartments. Like a trail of brick houses, each apartment. I remember when Cam J moved into the projects right across the parking lot from me. Cam J was literally in a project house, just like me and my family, when they first came to Minnesota. I'm right there, Sumner Olsen Projects, right there by the bridge. What they call right now is called, it's a market, International World Market or something right here. Right off downtown. I remember when it didn't used to be no walls there, you know what I'm saying, to block you from the freeway. You know, I remember when they put the walls in, we used to cross over the freeway, walk up under the bridge, and go to the Skyway Theater to watch movies when Star Wars came out, stuff like that. If anybody was from them days and they, you know what I'm saying, from that area, they understand what I'm talking about, man. And they called the projects, Sumner Olsen Projects, right off of Olsen Highway, right in the back. You know, we was tucked off back there. I didn't realize then, but now I understand they had us secluded from the rest of the cities being in those projects off of Olsen Highway. You know, when you grow up in the projects, all you know is what you know. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until my mother moved us out the projects onto James, you know, 11 in the low ends, what they call now the low ends, you know, 1100 block of James, over by Disciple Ministry and shit, that I realized that, it's, you know what I'm saying, it's possible that we could live in a bigger house than what we was in the projects. You know what I'm saying? If you're from that area, you understand what I'm talking about, man. When we was in them projects, we had roaches, man, for real, man. Like, rats and roaches, man. You know what I'm saying? Them things was like our motherfucking cousins growing up in them projects back in the day, bro. If I'm lying, I'm flying, man. And you can't act like if you was anywhere around during them times, you lived in the Sumner Olsen projects, nigga, you had rats and roaches, bro. Ain't no front, ain't none of that, bro. I ain't gonna do no front. It's the rap hustle, not the cap hustle, so I ain't gonna do no front on this microphone. I don't do that, man. And I ain't finna waste my breath when I get on here either, man, on no bullshit. So, but going back to what I'm originally talking about, Minnesota definitely is a place where people could really learn. You know what I'm saying? You could really learn some shit if you take advantage of the learning opportunities that we have, man. You know, they give away they got a lot of programs for a lot of things around here, bro, that they don't have in the South. Like being in the South, bro, like the first time I seen somebody get evicted in Georgia, man, it threw me for a loop. Pull up an apartment complex and somebody's whole house sitting out in the parking lot. And I'm thinking, like, what the fuck is going on here? Why is somebody's whole living room and shit just out in the parking lot? Like, they ain't got no truck, they ain't build no, you know, I didn't know they was getting evicted. I thought maybe they was having a yard sale or something. You know what I'm saying? But then I see all the people just getting out their cars, running over there, picking up the TVs, picking up the portable, just taking everything, man. And I'm like, what is this? And at the time, my baby mama, she from down south, so she's used to this shit. She hop out the car. She like, oh, I like that over there. I'm finna go grab that. Like, you finna go grab what? You know what I'm saying? Are y'all taking these folks? Shit, they're crazy. I ain't never seen no shit like that. Shit, I remember growing up in Minnesota, if you got evicted, the motherfucking landlord was at least kind enough to put your shit in the motherfucking storage. You know what I'm saying? For a nigga, you got a while to get your shit out the storage before that shit get auctioned off. But nigga, to set somebody's shit out in the middle of the street, so what they do out there, nigga, they send the sheriffs in there, bro. If you got that 30-day notice and you wasn't out, trust me, they coming in to put you out. So and your timeline is ticking. You know when it's coming. So, nigga, the best thing to do is, at least you don't have nowhere else to go, at least have a fucking truck sitting outside, because they coming to put your shit out, man. And maybe they can help you move your shit into the truck. You know what I'm saying? But if you ain't got no place to go in the South, bro, you finna be sleeping up under a bridge, bro. They don't have no programs to help you get ahead, bro. You on your own, man. You gotta have two jobs, 3 hustles, nigga, to survive in places that don't have no help. And see, one thing that we, as people who grew up in this state or in these cities, we take for granted what we have until we get outside of this motherfucking and realize, boy, this shit ain't nothing like where I'm from. See, I think that we've been spoiled because of the fact that they have all these programs and shit. Like, what I realized coming back is that Minnesota's a handout state, man. Like, people who got their handout, and that's probably because they have all these benefits and all these things to help people, but it created a mentality of people feel like they don't have to pay for anything. So now, when I come back to try to, you know what I'm saying, do something positive and motivate the people to, you know, let me put my cities on, let me show the world what we got going on in Minnesota. And I'm reaching out to these artists and to these content creators, and everybody is like, yeah, but yeah, I don't pay for nothing. It really explains to me why ain't nobody went nowhere. The reason why you ain't went nowhere is because you ain't take yourself serious enough to put no money into what you fucking believe in. And that's the truth, Ruth. I'm not gonna candy coat nothing for them. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give it to them like it T.I. is. You did. I think the handout, the situation with people just accepting handouts kind of put a shackle on our mind to think that, oh, motherfucker supposed to do something for me. And then if somebody doesn't want to do something for you, the first thing we go to is just start hating on them or tell them that they hating, or, you know, it's like we don't have a good mindset on what really is going on in the rest of the world to even appreciate what we got going on here. But because I did get out, because I did see different places, I do understand. I ain't just talking about going to see, I'm talking about going and living there. You know what I'm saying? Being in the jails in these places, being in the streets in these places, being in the industry parts of these places. Like, Atlanta is a different monster when it comes to entertainment, just simply because you have a people in Atlanta, they're not handing out shit. Ain't no fucking handouts, bro. Everybody's fucking grinding. You grind or you getting grind on, fam. Simple as that, bro. Everybody's grinding. So in the sense of people grinding, the artists know that, bro, it's lots of opportunities going on out here. But in order for me to be a part of that, I have to pay to play. And that's the problem here. A lot of people don't want to pay to play. They just want to play. And they think the play comes for free. And if you can't let them play for free, then it's fuck you. And that's the crazy part. And it makes me really understand why nobody has really blew up here. Also, the fact that people don't even like to, people like to be in small circles. It's a small circle mentality everywhere you go. Trust me, I believe that. I understand that. I mean, your people are your people. I get that part. But in life, you have to get outside and network with other people. And networking is not something that people like to do here. And no. I want y'all to get it mixed and screwed. Just because you went there and you was there that night when everybody else was there, that's not networking, bro. Networking is really being there, communicating with other people, not the people that you came with, the other people that's there, collabing, connecting with them and collabing and doing work with them together. And now the net is working because we have been intertwined and now we are working together. That's why the slogan for the platform is let's hustle together, because the only way we gonna come up in this motherfucking state is if we hustle together, bro. Trust me, man. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it, man. Before all them cats who was in Atlanta started beefing, bro, all them cats was rapping and doing music together. Now how I know? Because I was with them. I was right there with them, bro. I watched a lot of those cats come up, bro. And even though I didn't sound like them musically, I understood that. I never even pushed myself on them musically. You know what I did? I got a camera and I started interviewing them niggas. I started being there, being a support system for these niggas. You feel me? Just like I was here. Can't really do it here. Why? Because, yeah. Everybody talk about doing shit. But when it's really time to do some shit, ain't nobody really there to do nothing, man. They just talking, man. Niggas just be running their motherfucking mouth here. Or they trying to take your ideal and go run off and do it because they think they know what you doing, but you ain't got no clue. You can't do what I do. Trust me. I ain't worried about nobody copying nothing that I got going on. Matter of fact, I'm here to push what everybody got going on. But I ain't doing it for free. Nigga, this shit costs me time, money, effort, sweat, tears. Come on, man. Long years. Think I came back here to do something for free? Boy, stop. Do my platform look like it was free? You got a free, you free to go live. Do your live look like this? None of this shit you see is free. So why would I? Come on, man. But I understand that when you living in a handout state, you don't understand when you got to pay a fee. No, don't get it twisted. Niggas will pay for their weed. Niggas will pay for their drugs. Niggas will pay for their alcohol. Niggas will pay for their chains. A nigga will pay for anything that ain't going to get them further. But then they look at business, which is an investment. It's not a spending habit. It's an investment. When you are an artist, you are a business. If you have a business as an artist, you have to know that every dollar that you put into your business is an investment, which means it's a tax write-off. You get to write that receipt off on your taxes. Well, I spent this much this year on my marketing. I spent this much this year on clothes. I spent this much this year on food, gas to get to these shows. Everything that you do as an artist is a tax write-off. I'm gonna keep saying this every time you listen to my live, watch my live, whatever. If you don't have an LLC and you out here doing music, bro, get you an LLC. Quit talking about what you want to do and do it, bro. It take 10 minutes, bro, and no more than $100. So if you out here rapping about you hustling and getting to the money, you don't have an LLC, and you keep talking about, yeah, I've been thinking about, no, nigga, do it right now. You can do it while we live right now. While I'm talking, you can get you an LLC, or the state ain't open right now. So Monday, when you wake up, well, you can sign up for it right now, but Monday when you get up, man, you can get your EIN. You get you a motherfucking bank account. Voila. You took your first step to starting you a real business. Now, you have to build your business credit, but that's a whole nother podcast, man. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of podcasts, anybody who has an idea for a podcast and serious about wanting to be on their own podcast and shit like that, we are looking for people to, you know what I'm saying, promote their podcast on our platform. You know what I'm saying? We can get you a live, have your live looking like this too. But you definitely got to be serious, you know what I'm saying? And you also got to be dedicated and consistent, you know what I'm saying? I'm consistently paying for my website every month, every year, I've had this website for 20 years now. I just changed the name to the Rap Hustle. It used to be PLUGn Network TV, but don't get it misconstrued. It's paid for every year. I done spent thousands just on the website alone. You know what I'm saying? That's not even including the equipment that it takes to do this type of stuff. It's not even including the programs that it takes to make this shit happen, man. All this stuff has to be paid for, man. And I did it because I believe in what I'm doing. I believe in where this is going. You know what I'm saying? And you might not know, but if you continue to watch, you'll see. But I need you more than just watch. I need some participants in this thing. So if you're interested in being a part of the platform, just sign up, create your Hustler's profile page. We do have our agent portal in play right now. We're looking for agents in all cities to represent where they from. It ain't just in Minnesota. We all over the world. I need people in every city, every state it's like affiliated press, man. Think about it like this, man. We have our own network where we can promote what we want to promote on our own accord. Like you can cuss over here. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because we're not censored. We're not censored by the FCC over here because this is our platform. But we have to build this platform and we need your help building this. So make sure you sign up for the raphustle.com, create your Hustler's profile page. If you need any promotion or marketing or whatever, anything you may need, just, you know, if you want to talk to somebody about it, you don't know what you need, man, you can go to the website and sign up for a free consultation. Let us know what you're trying to get, where your goal is, where you're at, and what you need to get started or what you need to do to move forward. We have different people for you to talk to depending on what you're trying to do. You might be an artist who has some music, you got a video, you want to get you some magazine coverage, you want to get you some press, some PR. We have PR. We are connected with a variety of industry professionals throughout the world that we can get you connected with, but only if you're serious. And you got to understand that these folks are professionals just like me. They spend their time and their money on their craft. They've been doing this for years. And you're not going to waste nobody who has a business. You're not going to waste their time talking about what you want to do and you're not ready to do it. You're not taking steps to do what you need to do. See, somebody can tell what you really want to do by what you've already done. And if you're just talking about it, you can see that too. See, because if you're a rap artist and you don't have a song out, you don't have an IG, you don't have anything to promote, to send to people that says, look, I do this for real, then you need to hang up what you're doing. You need to realize if you're doing this for real or if you're just doing this as a hobby. Like, okay, June 28th, there's a big event going down in Atlanta. We changing the game, you know what I'm saying, especially for the independents. We now understand that we have the platforms to change the game, to take control of the game, to be in control of this rap game where we don't have people doing what they're doing to Diddy and doing to everybody else or putting people in weird positions just to get money. No, we can control this ourselves, man. And that's what we own, man. That's what this whole thing is about, man. So I appreciate those who plug in and pay attention, man, but make sure that you subscribe to these channels, you know what I'm saying? Facebook, YouTube, The Rap Hustle, you know what I'm saying? Instagram, The Rap Hustle, you know what I'm saying? Also follow our partners, Hype Magazine, Maverick Global Distribution, and also become a part of the biggest networking organization in hip-hop, the Hip-Hop Fraternity, with over 30 30 chapters throughout the United States, Canada, Africa, and Puerto Rico. That says a lot, man. This is not a game. This is not no made up stuff. This ain't nothing that just look good. This is for real, man. We've been around 5 years. 5 years. One of the main reasons I moved back here is to get my people together on this hip hop, in this hip hop community, so that they can understand that, bro, the only way we're going to survive this next 50 years, or for it to even be another 50 years, is that we understand that we have to be the ones to make it happen now. The industry has used us up, and they're ready to spit us out. And they thought it was over with. They was ready to put Drake as the face of hip hop and just let that ride out in history to where the next 10 years, all these kids know it's Drake's face when it comes to hip hop. But thank to God, Kendrick Lamar put a stop to that. And we're hitting the reset button. It's a new industry. We are the industry, and we are in the streets. We just need people in the streets to understand that the internet is the best tool for you to use to get your music, your products, whatever you got going on out to the world. Don't just use social media to beef with people or to post what you got going on other than your businesses. If you have a business, not just music, if you have a business, the internet is where you have to be in order to flourish these days. E-commerce is the biggest when it comes to shopping nowadays. Ask yourself, when the last time you've been to the mall to go get some shoes? You know, how often do you do it? Do you do it as often as you used to? No. More than likely, you're ordering something that you see online from the convenience of your home, and it's coming straight to your door. So with hip hop, they done made it to the point where all we talk about is go stream my music, go stream my music, go stream my music. To the point where we devalued it ourselves because we're not even putting a price on our music. Like, this is real rap, bro. We ain't putting a price on our music, but I'm here to let y'all understand one thing. Don't nothing get old but clothes, and they come back in style, right? And now that everybody has diminished the look of hip hop to the world, because one thing about music is always going to go on. People are always going to make music. People are always going to need music for their life. But what we need to understand now is that these folks found a way to diminish our price by making us believe that, oh man, let me just get you to stream my music. Just go stream my music. A lot of y'all don't even share the link. Y'all just talk about Google you. Man, don't nobody got time to be Googling you, bro. Man, you better send them links, man. Every time I'm sharing something, there's a link attached. It's like black folks think that a link is a fucking scam. That's how they got us believing that, oh, that's a link. I ain't gonna click on that. That might destroy my computer or something. That might be a scam. I ain't clicking on that. Come on, man. They again, just like they did with the books, huh? So y'all niggas are scared to really use the internet for what it really works. Yeah, is there scams? Yeah, there's scams on everywhere you go in all factors of life. Shit. Your doctor's a scam. Motherfucker, they giving you drugs. It's just all the drugs they give you is all about just making you comfortable enough to be back for some more drugs. That's it. It's a fucking scam. They ain't there to heal you. So while we look at ourselves as everything that we do is, oh, man, I ain't fucking with that, but I'm gonna fuck with what they got going on because that's the white man. So I believe their brands more than I believe in my own brother's brands. Oh, I could do that because I'm black like him, so I could do that. I'm not gonna support what he got going on. Matter of fact, I'm gonna try to do it myself. I'm gonna try to do what he's doing instead of joining what he's doing and help him do what he do, and we all do it together, and then we all generate wealth together. They done already fucked us up in the head. They got us fucked up in the head to the point where we are the biggest consumers in the fucking world, but don't $1 come circulating in our communities. We do not spend money with each other. How the fuck do the biggest consumers in the world not spend money with each other? We gotta fix that problem, man. I think that problem can be fixed right here on the raphustle.com. We start in these streets and we realize that, man, look, this platform is only gonna go as far as y'all go. Simple as that, man. We can't blow until we make y'all blow. I can't make you blow if you ain't in a position to blow. What do you mean, Reed? Okay, anybody can rap. Today, anybody can make a song. You can make a song from your phone right now. You can download the app where you can make a song, you can make a beat, you can record it, it'll sound like you was in a studio and everything. You can put effects on it and everything, all on your phone. What you gonna do after that? What is your next step to success after you make that song? To tell people to listen to it? And then not even send them a link that they can instantly just click on it? You want them to Google you? You want a motherfucker to actually type your weird ass name in the motherfucking search box and look for your music as if they don't have music all in front of them right now already that they ain't listening to? I mean, let's talk about it for real though. I do this all the time, man. I be online. I'm a social media. I'm a social media professional. I build a lot of relationships through social media with a lot of the right people, man. A lot of the right people that I know, a lot of people that I know in the industry, I've met them online first. I've communicated with them online first. I've networked with them online first and then got in a position to be in a position to finally meet them face to face, do interviews with them or whatever. And I built good relationships that way. So I know I could tell you about the social media. A lot of you artists, I be seeing a lot of people talking about they do music. Oh, I do this, I do that, I do this. And I be like, oh, that's surprising because I have never seen you post any of your music or anything. So I tell them, send me a link. And it's like having a fucking wrestling match with the fingers to get somebody to send me a link to their music. Talking about Google me. I'll Google you. You had an opportunity to send me a link. If somebody's interested in a link to your music or your videos and you don't send it to them, that says a lot about you. You never know who that is in your DM talking about send me a link. I'm not the only person on this motherfucker that's looking for how to become an artist, man, to push through the system. I ain't the only person on this motherfucker that got connections in different places, man, that can probably get you where you need to go. But if you ain't being social on social media, socializing in the correct way, because there is a correct way to socialize, whether you in public or on social media. I notice a lot of us like to just use social media to, oh, look at me, or talk about their problems, or, bash somebody else, you know what I'm saying? Especially here in Minnesota, man. I see this a lot. This shit it'd be so sad to me because it's like, y'all don't even go live. I don't really see nobody really going live here to do anything productive. I see a lot of people going live when they arguing with somebody outside in the streets that they want to bring that shit to the internet. I see a lot of motherfuckers going live when motherfuckers is fighting outside of a club and shit like that, thinking that that's going to make them go viral. Yeah, you're going to get some eyes because negative moves faster than positive. We all know that. It's going to get you some eyes. That ain't how you going to go viral. There's no artists. Y'all got to start using this internet to get people more familiar with your character. Who are you? Who are you? Why should I listen to your music? Why would I want to listen to your music? What is it about you that I can identify with? I hope that people can identify with the realist that I am. I'm a realist. I'm a Cancer. A lot of people think that we're sensitive, and I can't speak for all Cancers, but I like to ask questions because I want to know which way we going. But I understand that your personality is what draws people to whatever product that you got going on, right? I can get on here right now. I could say the most reckless shit in the motherfucking world and get 1 million motherfucking views. I could get on here. I could do the dumbest shit in the world and get 1 million motherfucking views. It ain't hard. It ain't hard to do dumb shit. It ain't hard to say stupid shit. But I do realize when it comes to this internet thing, it is very hard to appeal to people when you're real. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna figure it out though, because I'm gonna figure it out. I don't know what it is about the internet that makes people say, I only want to see ignorant shit. I don't want to involve myself with anything that might be serious online because I don't go online to be serious. I go online to get away from my reality, to escape my reality. But in reality, your reality is online in this day and age. What do you mean by that, Rico? Well, your reality right now is your phone. Every day you on your phone, doing something on your phone. Whether you watching videos, listening to music, reading books, you know what I'm saying, or just surfing, just everything that you do has a search for it, right? So what you search for on your phone is your reality. That's who you are. That is your mentality. What y'all have to really realize and understand when it comes to these electrical devices that you have in your hand is that you are now a robot. Nigga, you are literally a fucking android, nigga. Every fucking thing that you type in your search engine is a reflection of yourself. Everything that you're interested in is on your fucking phone. If you like porn, it's on your phone. If you like kids, if you're a pedophile, it's on your fucking phone. Why do you think the first thing they do when they start raiding houses is go to the computer? They take all your fucking devices and they can tell you everything about yourself, bro. Everything about yourself is on your computer. So in essence, you are an android. That's why it's called an android. You know what I'm saying? Because you are a robot. And that's some real shit. But that's a whole nother story. I like to go on to these tangents because I need my people to understand, man, this shit way too serious out here right now. We're the only ones that ain't taking it serious. Again, we are falling behind the line, man, when it comes to the sign of the times, man. We are still stuck in the past, man. I'm still seeing cats out here still fighting and shit as if they don't know that, nigga, it's a war going on, nigga. We don't need to be fighting each other. We need to be together right now. But unless we start looking at things that make us open our minds to being together, it's not going to happen. And what I'm seeing is just destruction. Everybody is drawn towards the destruction. Nobody is drawn towards the positive. That's okay, though. Because there is people out here that are drawn to the positive. I'm looking for them folks, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that your music has to be positive-based music because music is entertainment. we got to take it back to that. Music is all about entertainment. It's all about entertaining and creating from your mental. Music was never meant to be, you know what I'm saying, just destructive for no reason. It's literally an art form to create art that makes people think. You know, when you buy an art piece that you like because it made you think. You like, damn, I like the way that look. This makes me think of this. This makes me think of that. This day and age with the music that has been coming out before the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef, the music has really had no substance. And, good thing I just brought that up. I just forgot. Little shit Stain Wayne dropped his new album, the Carter 6, and I should do a review on it because I'm gonna tell you the truth about me. I'm one of those guys who never listened to a whole Lil Wayne album. I'm really not a Lil Wayne fan. Can he rap? Yes, he can rap, and a whole lot of other people can rap too. But I've always had a problem with Lil Wayne and the whole Cash Money thing because I felt like there was really no substance in their music. Like from the inception of the Hot Boys, like they had a few good songs that I connected with, but I didn't really like coming from my era of hip hop where you had to really be talking about some shit. I didn't even understand what's the message in their music besides having a whole bunch of money and diamonds and shit coming from the most poverty-stricken area in the United States. It just didn't add up for me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, I know y'all got more to talk about than just the diamonds, but I get the brand, you know, Cash Money. You know, at the time back then when they first came, I had no idea about brand and all. I thought was, you know, these niggas just rapping too much about a lot of rich ass nigga shit, and it's a whole lot of fucking struggling going on. You feel me? So I had a different view of the Cash Money crew back in the day, and then seen them come up with shit. I can't give you like my favorite Drake song, my favorite Nicki song, a favorite Lil Wayne song. I don't have a favorite. Out of all three of their catalogs, I don't have a favorite one of none of their songs. And that's not me capping. That's me telling the fucking truth. I've never really had a favorite Cash Money album or Cash Money song. Like, I didn't subscribe. And this man just dropped his 6th album today. And after Kendrick Lamar, he was rapping too. You know what? I think I'm about to just do a review because I did listen to a couple of his songs today. And I'm going to say he was rapping. He was definitely rapping. But then again, just like I've always said, what the fuck was he rapping about, though? What is he rapping about? Besides himself, what the fuck is he rapping about? So here's what I'm going to do. And I'm doing this for a reason. And this is why I'm saying it's Minnesota. It's our time, man. The only thing we got to do is stop sounding like everybody else, bro. And really, and it's not, I'm not saying like, we just got to kind of create an identity for ourselves. How about that? We have to create an identity for our section of the United States, and it's hard to do because we are melting pot. Minnesota is a melting pot. We got people from all over. I think it's probably like one of the cities in the Midwest that everybody within the Midwest coming from north to south, coming from east to west, kind of find themselves going through. Yeah. What fucking we ought to say Minneapolis. They say Minneapolis, like, but it is a music mecca. You notice everybody has to come here on a tour. It's definitely not a city that It's definitely not a state that gets skipped when it comes to the music tours. So that says a lot, because there's a lot of states and a lot of cities that don't get picked for tours. But Minnesota, Minneapolis, be exact, definitely be on a lot of people's lists when it a lot of tour lists. So we do have a trailway running through this motherfucker. You feel me? But the only thing is, we don't get a chance to stop the train because they don't really know how to identify with us here in Minnesota. We're like a going through state. Like, okay, I go through Minnesota, but what's in there? What's in Minnesota? Like, a lot of people think Minnesota's full of farmland. They barely knew it was a black community. If you go anywhere outside of Minnesota and you black and you tell them you from Minnesota, the first thing you might hear is there's black folks in Minnesota. As if they haven't been listening to music coming from Minnesota, coming from black folks from Minnesota, like Next, Mint Condition, you know what I'm saying? Alexander O'Neal, Prince, you know what I'm saying? But the dumbest question they'll ask you is there black folks in Minnesota? That means that we have yet to capture the eyes of the other, you know, like our people outside of our community. Like Chicago, in Chicago, they know there's black folks in Minnesota. Hell, Chicago's the closest big city to us. They're always up in this motherfucker. This is where they come get their money from. They know about Minnesota. The surrounding places, they know about Minnesota. They know it. But nigga, you go past motherfucking Kentucky and shit and tell them folks you from Minnesota, boy, they gonna, and you black, nigga told me I had an accent, bro. When I was like, you got an accent, where you from? I got an accent? I never knew that we had an accent. They consider how we talk as an accent. Like, okay, they got a movie from the back of the day called Fargo. And we all know here in Minnesota that Fargo is in North Dakota. That's not even Minnesota. But in the movie, they talk about talking Minnesotan. And they pushed that around the world where the woman was saying y'all and all this stupid shit. I'm like, nigga, we don't sound like that in Minnesota. How the fuck a movie called Fargo, which is filmed in Fargo, North Dakota, talk about talking Minnesotan? That ain't how, I guess they was representing for the Swedish people, you know, because it's a lot of, that's why the Minnesota Vikings is called the Minnesota Vikings, because you got a lot of people from Norway, Sweden, shit like that, that, you know, that's in Minnesota. So maybe that's what they were speaking to. But I'm from the streets, man. That's why I spelled like that. Minnesota. These are black folks from the streets of Minnesota, the urban community of Minnesota. This is what I represent. Minnesota. Not Minnesota. Minnesota. Let's get it clear here. You're going to hear nigga and all that shit coming from me because this is what I represent. This is what I was raised around. The Twin Cities in Minneapolis and St. Paul is definitely different from every other city around this motherfucker. I'm going to say that again. The Twin Cities, the Trench Cities, Minneapolis and St. Paul in Minnesota is definitely a different environment than every other environment around this state. See, you can go to Chicago, Illinois, and then you can go to Aurora, Illinois, or you can go to Kankakee, Illinois, or you can go to Rockford, Illinois, you can go to anywhere else there's black folks in Illinois, and they're all going to be the same. But in Minnesota, only in the Trench Cities do you have that element of street living, urban living culture. I'm not saying there ain't black folks in Rochester and stuff like that. That ain't what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the experience is going to be totally different if you're in Rochester, Minnesota, than it will be if you're on the south side of Minneapolis, if you're on the north side of Minneapolis, if you're in St. Paul. You're definitely gonna understand when you get to the twin cities, to the trench cities, that you are in the fucking trenches. Anything is possibly going to go down. You know what I'm saying? So we as the constituents, the people of Minnesota, the people who represent the streets of Minnesota when it comes to the music, when it comes to our urban culture and how we live and how we strive and how we believe, we are going to have to be the ones to tell that story, to get the world to understand that. And I ain't saying we gotta raise the crime rate. No, that is not what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is we're gonna have to garner the respect from the outside world together. You know what I'm saying? Which is why I made the song Minnesota, Home Sweet Home, 22 years ago. Moving to Atlanta, being around Atlanta and seeing, damn, this shit ain't nothing like home. Shit's weird as fuck. Oh, these niggas is fake as hell. It made me appreciate being from Minnesota, where I grew up with cats that, bro, we don't rock with you. We don't rock with you, bro. Ain't gonna be no faking in front and all that. And I understood that. I was like, man, I love that part. Because I ain't have to worry about nobody being fake with me trying to snake me. That's what you got to deal with in the South. That's why they call it the dirty South. Because ain't nobody finna be fake with you in Minnesota. They're not going to be around you if they don't like you. It's going to be a problem. But we also have to learn how to choose our battles wisely. Minnesota, we'll choose any battle. Any challenge is a challenge. Man, fuck it. Let's go. A nigga ready to have a problem with the next person at the drop of a hat around here. And that's something that we have to, get better control over ourselves with when it comes to dealing with each other, man. Conflicts are made to be settled, you know what I'm saying? Because mentally, iron sharpens iron. So if we can have a disagreement and agree to disagree without it coming to blows or without it coming to somebody ended up dead, we definitely be on our way to creating an environment that makes Minnesota proud to be Minnesota. You know what I'm saying? And another thing I realized why a lot of people aren't really proud to represent the state is because they're not from here. And even though they've been raised here all their life, they like, well, my people from Detroit, so I'm gonna represent Detroit. I'm from Detroit. Yeah, nigga, I'm from Illinois, but I represent Minnesota. You know why? I done spent the majority of my life in Minnesota. That's where I got my mentality from. That's why I learned everything I know in Minnesota. Well, not everything I know, but you know what I'm saying? As far as when it came to growing up between, you know what I'm saying, my adolescent years to an adult, pretty much after you become an adult, man, you got to teach yourself some new tricks. Can't nobody else teach you. But what I learned from that time into being an adult that made me open my mind and say, let me go other places to see what they got going on. I learned that from Minnesota. I learned that I didn't like Minnesota because it didn't have no opportunities for what I wanted to do when it came to music and entertainment. And why I left Minnesota. Because Minnesota didn't have no opportunities for me for what I want to do when it comes to entertainment. And then I went to other places and I learned about the entertainment game, and I also learned that that's all we have to do. All we have to really do is just take ourselves serious and show the world that we're serious. I know I could do that. So let me take what I learned back, along with the network that I have, along with the platforms that I have. And let me put my cities on, man. I went to Atlanta as an artist. I come back as a media mogul. That's what I'm going for. I'm going for media mogul. You know anybody that's a media mogul? No, I ain't talking about just blogging and all this shit and doing this shit right here. No, I'm talking television shows, movies, all types of shit. I got cameras, I got lights, I got access to crews, I got access to the networking and the marketing. I got access to a lot of things that we can utilize to put Minnesota on the map in a good way. To raise up some millionaires from Minnesota that's in the music game, you know, and also we have the opportunity for Minnesota to show the world how to do this with this new age technology that we got, man. We have the opportunity right now to put Minnesota on the map through this technology that we have. But the only way we're gonna do that is if we start participating with this type of stuff, man. We got to start participating, man. I need participation because this ain't about me. That's why today I'm not even on the screen. I'm not finna be, look, I need you. I need you. I need you. I need you. If you hating, I need you too. I need all my haters to check in. I need all the people who really want to be something to check in. I need people who ain't got shit else to do to check in. I need y'all to share this live. I need y'all to share these images that you see me post, especially when it comes to these artists and their music and stuff, man, because in order for the art to stay alive, man, we have to be the ones to keep it alive, because if we don't respect it, why should anybody else respect it? If we don't support us, why should anybody else support us? And I think I'm going to end this on that right there, man. So with that being said, it's your boy Rico the Plug, man. Minnesota has something to say. If you're an artist from Minnesota and you got some music, hold on, man. See, I can't see the chat while I'm doing this. I don't even want to look at the chat because I don't know if people are plugged in or not. Let's see if somebody might have plugged. Okay, Demo, yeah, man. Did you send a link? Yes, it's my homeboy Demo. He never sent the link though. This is what I'm talking about, man. You want me to? I can't turn you up if you ain't participating, partners. I can't do it. Y'all want everybody to support y'all, but y'all don't want to support no motherfucking body. I can't do it. Trust me. I'm about to start putting pressure on y'all. I'm about to start bringing some real hitters that I know. Independent hitters that I know from out of town, man, and let y'all see what real independent artists look like, sound like, and move like. Because I'm telling you, man, ain't none of y'all gonna make it if you ain't serious about your craft. Fuck the fact that you can rap. Who gives a fuck about you rapping? Lil Wayne can rap too. Look at what they saying about his new album, bro. Shit don't mean nothing. If you do not believe in yourself enough, to take yourself serious enough to put everything you have behind what you got going on, man. One thing about me is you ain't finna shoot me with your cap gun, so don't, you know what I'm saying, save your bullets. You know what I'm saying? Save your motherfucking bullets. Do not shoot me with your cap gun. I know cap when I see it. I know cap when I hear it. Anytime an artist walk up to me and be like, man, look, man, I've been trying to get in the studio, bro. My ears closed at that moment. You've been trying to get in the studio. Nigga, you can pull a studio up on your phone right now, bro. You ain't been trying that hard. So this all cap you talking at this point. Therefore, I don't want to hear that shit. I might hit you with a lot of But trust me, I ain't hear nothing that you said after I've been trying. You either gonna do it or you ain't. We gonna get some understanding around here, man. Minnesota got something to say. And you either gonna plug in or you gonna plug out and get the fuck out the way. And that's on everything I love. I put that on the M's, nigga. It's your boy Rico the Plug, theraphustle.com, not the Cap Hustle, the Rap Hustle. THERAPHUSTLE, theraphustle.com. Sign up, create your hustle's profile page, and let's hustle together.
You probably never be. Minnesota, baby. The place of the OGs, the BGs. And where the niggas get G's, smoke trees, put hoes on their knees. Yeah. Northside niggas, where you at, niggas? Yeah. St. Paul niggas, where you at, nigga? Throw your M in the air. Represent. Let the whole world know, nigga. Land of the snowing to be fucked with. Minnesota, baby. I'm surrounded by shifty individuals. Most of them hardened criminals that's been to jail before and don't mind going back. Some of them two-time felons still carrying straps. Grew up in the dope game, still selling that crack like it's still all good. The same house, same hood. Wouldn't leave a life alone if they could. Cause if they could leave a life alone, they wouldn't know how to act. Get scared of change, then they'll come right back. So it's the same thing over and over. From drinking and smoking doja to whipping dope and baking soda together just to get over. In the streets of the soda, a soldier's gotta be seasoned and know how to adjust when the game starts freezing and these bitches start sneezing information. Cause hey, it's not a fair game, so name dropping's contagious. And this hating shit is getting outrageous. Every day it's another hater with something to say, but bitch, save me. I'm talking about this place I know. This place I know. Where niggas hustle. Where niggas hustle. Hell rain, sleep, snow. Hell rain, sleep, snow. From coast to coast. From coast to coast. Minnesota. Minnesota. That's home sweet home. I'm from a city where you can watch everything sitting on your front porch with gang banging and gun slanging the neighborhood sport. Niggas rapping about Jack and doing exactly that. So keep your business on the low and don't be fronting your sack. Niggas with clout in the town don't even ride on D's. Get caught slipping, become a victim of them greedy thieves. And the minutes niggas live their life on the edge. Cause everyone affiliated is on the run from the fed. Northside niggas will put a hole in your head. Southside the same thing, at St. Paul they slang things mostly out for the bread. Fuck with the money and then fill you with lead. From murder town to St. Paul, them real slugs they ain't shooting no paintballs. The real thugs don't let Prince take your way of thinking. Sleeping there, find you stinking in the hallway of the Mall of America. I'm telling you, the cities that are repping is filled with the mass hysteria. I'm talking about this place I know. This place I know. Where niggas hustle. Where niggas hustle. Hell rain, sleep, snow. Hell rain, sleep, snow. From coast to coast. From coast to coast. Minnesota. Minnesota. That's home sweet home. The only place for me. Minnesota. The land of the lakes. The land of the snow. The land of the snakes. The land of the flow. In case you didn't know, it's the land of the dough. The place where all the hustlers go to get a little more. In fact, it's the land of the stackers. Land of the gangbangers. Land of the jackers. 30% black folks. The land of the crackers. Land of the gangsters, gamblers, and body baggers. Skyline with tall buildings. Sidewalk line with killing. Street level drug dealers. Thugs worth $500,000. The place where Machine Gun Kelly went to war with the cops.